Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we'll be doing the grade 11 March 2024 common test. So this is from the KwaZulu-Natal province, and yeah, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. And without wasting any more of your time, let's get right into the video. So this is for 100 marks, and time is 1.5 hours. So in the second page, the first one is the cover. The second one, we have instructions and information. You have to read it says read the following instructions and be sure to follow them carefully. So number 1 says this question paper consists of 10 pages. Number 2 says a special answer book consisting of 7 pages is provided in which to answer all questions. Number 3 says answer all questions. Number 4 says working must be shown in brackets in order to earn part marks. So in accounting, just like maths, you just don't write your final answer. In brackets, show how you got that answer so that you get part marks. You get marks for showing your calculations. So non-programmable calculators may be used. You may use dark pencil or blue pen to answer the questions. Marks will be deducted for missing details and foreign entries. So use the information in the table below as guide when answering question papers. Yeah. So here they says marks will be deducted for missing details and foreign entries. So if you put something in an account where it does not belong, you might the teacher will deduct marks. So here we have question 1. The topic in this question is creditors reconciliation, journals, ledger accounts relating to creditors, and reconciliation of a statement to creditors ledger. And then for question 2, you're expected to take 19 minutes on this question. It's fairly easy. Creditors reconciliation is the easiest topic, and then we have bank reconciliation. It's 17. With regards to this one, so just put whatever you need to put where it's supposed to be. Okay, so you don't have to like stress yourself. Analyze the transaction and enter it where it's supposed to be. And then question 3, you have fixed assets. You are supposed to take 28 minutes. You have to calculate depreciation. You need to do the asset disposal account. You need to calculate carrying value at the end, and you need to answer some internal control questions. So this is the one that has a whole lot of marks. And then we have question 4, which is 29 marks. You just have to take 26 minutes there. It's partnership. So after creditors reconciliation, partnership is the easiest, and then I'll say after that it's bank reconciliation. After bank reconciliation is fixed asset. So you can just comment on the description box down below which one is the easiest topic for you. Okay, according to you, which one is the easiest topics. So here we are with question 1. You are asked to write a sentence to explain what transactions relate to creditors are recorded in each of the following journals or ledger accounts. So I am going to show you the memo on the right hand side, and then the question paper on the left hand side for this question 1.1. Okay. Yeah. So we explain the transaction related. Write a sentence to explain what transaction related to creditors are recorded in each of the following journals or ledgers. Well, for creditors journal, we record things used to it's used to record purchases the business makes on credit. So that's where we record the creditors journal. And then creditors allowance journal, we record returns or allowance requested from the business creditors. Okay. And then creditors control, a record of all credit purchases, payments made, in allowance made with all creditors to keep a continual record of the amount owed to the creditors. And then a creditors list is records the total owed to each individual creditor and the total owed to all creditors. So the total can be compared to the creditors control account in the general ledger for internal control processes. So that's why we use all those things. And then that is 1.1. And then for 1.2, refer to all the information provided below and reconcile the statement received from Ngobeze wholesalers with the creditors ledger in the accounting records of Webin stores for January 2024. All right, so I'm just gonna show the memo on the right hand side just to make sure that this video is fast and to show you guys how to answer these questions. Wherever calculations need to be made, I will just do them. Okay, wherever everything is straightforward, then it's straightforward. There's no need for calculations. All right, so here it states that Webin stores. One thing that we should discuss is that we have statement received from Ngobeze wholesalers and then creditors ledger in the accounting records of Webin stores. Okay, so we are doing the books for Webin. So Ngobeze is a creditor of ours as Webin. Okay, we buy stock on credit from Ngobeze wholesalers. So Ngobeze wholesalers sends us a statement of account showing how much we owe them. So we need to reconcile their statement with the ledger account that we have done in the business. Whenever we buy from Ngobeze, we write, wherever we take things on credit, we write them down. Wherever we pay, whatever allowances are received and so forth. Okay, so that is what we have here. So refer to the information provided below and record and reconcile the statement received from Ngobeze wholesalers and the creditors ledger in the accounting records of Webin stores for January 2024 for 13 marks. Webin stores received a statement from Ngobeze wholesalers stating that an amount of 49,050 was owed. So we need to record the balance. The opening balance from the statement received from Ngobeze is 49,050. According to the creditors ledger in the accounting records of Webin stores, an amount of 56,425 is owed. So according to our books, we know that according to us as Webin, we own Ngobeze 56,425. But Ngobeze says we owe him 49,050. So we have to check what went wrong so that these two accounts have to balance. Okay, that's why there are reconciliations, so that you compare your notes to those of the people who are giving you credit. So A, on 31 December 2023, Webin stores paid the amount owed to Ngobeze wholesalers for the month. So on 31 December, let's look at this. So we are doing the reconciliation for January 2024. Now here A says on 31 December 2023, Webin stores paid the amount owed to Ngobeze wholesalers for the month and recorded the 400 discount due to them. This discount did not appear on the statement received from Ngobeze wholesalers dated 25 January 2024. When this was where am I? When a query was made with regards to this, Ngobeze wholesalers acknowledged that they had made an error and promised to rectify it. So Ngobeze gave us discount, which they did not record, but we recorded the discount. So hence for number A, they subtract the 400 rand. The other amount that was paid is not disclosed, but when we read here, we find out that it was recorded, but the discount was the one that was not recorded. So that's why we have minus 400 rand. This is the discount we received from Ngobeze, but it was not recorded by them, but we recorded it. B says, after receiving the statement on the 25th from Ngobeze wholesalers, he informed Webin stores that closing balances were incorrectly calculated, it should be 40,950 and not 49,050 that currently appears on the statement. So, which means the balance was overstated. It was supposed to be 40,950, but it's 49,050. So we're going to take 49,050 and then subtract 40,950. Oh, there's a chicken here. We're going to get that 8,100. So when you take the 49,050, subtract the 40,950, then you are going to get 8,100 rand, which should be subtracted because it shows that it was overstated. The balance was overstated by 8,100. So we need to subtract it. And then for number C, Wiblin stores purchased inventory of 7,200 from Ngobeza wholesalers on the 10th of January 2024. So we purchased stock from Ngobeza for 7,200 rand. The bookkeeper incorrectly recorded it in the creditors ledger of Ngobeza wholesalers. So we bought stock from Ngobeza for 7,200 rand, but the bookkeeper incorrectly recorded it in the creditors ledger of Ngobeza wholesalers. So this amount was incorrectly recorded in the creditors ledger of, Wiblin stores purchased inventory of 7,200 from Ngobo wholesalers on 10 January, but the bookkeeper incorrectly recorded it in the creditors ledger of Ngobeza wholesalers. So we need to subtract it from Ngobeza because we bought it from Ngobo. Hence we have the minus 7,200 rand. Okay. And then D, on the 16th of January 2024, Wiblin stores returned stock of 875 together with a debit note to Ngobeza wholesalers. A credit note was duly received from the supplier. However, no entry was made on the statement regarding this return. So we returned stock for 875, but no entry was made on the statement. So we need to subtract it, the 875, because we in the ledger has already been subtracted. And then we are going to E. Wiblin stores had not recorded invoice number NW3690 for 3,800 in their creditors ledger. Upon investigation, the owner acknowledged placing this order on 20 January and instructing Ngobeza wholesalers to deliver the items to his personal residence for a party that his family was hosting. He neglected to inform the bookkeeper of this purchase. So we need to add it. It's an added expense. It's an added credit. In the books of the business, the owner took the goods, its drawings for their own personal purposes, but under the name of the business. So the bookkeeper was not aware of it, but the owner told him later. Okay, so that is E. We add the 3,800 rand. And then F, a payment of 3,450 made by Wiblin stores to Ngobeza wholesalers on 24 January 2024 was incorrectly treated as a credit purchase in the creditors ledger. So when somebody buys in credit, you are going to do what? Add and increase their credit, right? So let's see. A payment of 3,450 made by Wiblin stores to Ngobeza wholesalers on 24 January 2024 was incorrectly treated as a credit purchase in the creditors ledger. So you correct the creditors ledger. So in the creditors ledger, whenever we buy on credit, we increase our creditors. Okay, so it was previously increased as a creditor. Now we subtract it 3,450. After subtracting it, we now subtract it the way we're supposed to subtract it, as a payment. But there, when you just subtract once, you're just correcting the addition that was done, and you're not actually doing the transaction. So first minus is just reversing, and then the second one is doing what was actually supposed to would have done. So negative 3,450 minus 3,450 gives us a negative 6,900 rand. Okay, so that is where this amount is coming from. And then for G, an invoice issued by Ngobeza wholesalers for 6,450 dated 30 January 2024 did not appear on the statement. So we add the 6,450. It is an invoice. It did not appear in the books of Ngobeze in the statement, but it's there in the ledger. All right, we have here question 2. We have the bank reconciliation statement. So the information below was extracted from the financial records of PV Stores for July 2023. The current account is held at A1 Bank, who sends monthly statements to their clients on the 27th of each month. With regards to creditors reconciliation, guys, you just those sides have to balance. And yeah, you must balance the account, guys, even if it does not balance. Okay, even if you got everything wrong, balance it. At least write the balance of the first block. Okay, it's part marks, so you're going to get marks whether the balance is wrong or it's right. You are going to get your marks then. Yeah, with regards to bank reconciliation, the information below was extracted from the financial records of PV Stores for July 2023. The current account is held at A1 Bank, who sends monthly statements to their clients on the 27th of each month. So 2.1, use the information provided below to calculate the correct bank balance as at 31 July 2023. And then after calculating the correct bank balance, we are going to prepare the bank reconciliation statement. So I am going to, because it requires calculations, I'm going to get rid of the memo screen so that we can do these calculations together. All right. So we have to use the information provided below to calculate the correct bank balance at 31 July 2023. So we are doing this for July. This is the reconciliation for July. And then here is the bank reconciliation of last month, which was on 30 June 2023. We are doing for July 2023. So balance as per bank statement. Guys, if you're given the bank account at the end of the month, that is balance as per bank statement. So it will just depend whether it's favorable or unfavorable. And then outstanding deposits are deposits that do not appear on the bank statement but appear on the cash receipt journal. So those are deposits. And then outstanding EFTs is outstanding checks. They appear on the cash payment journal, but they do not appear on the bank statement. Yeah. So, and errors made by the bank are corrected in the bank reconciliation statement. That's where you correct errors made by the bank. And then balance as per bank statement, that's where you will take the balance, the bank balance at the beginning plus total receipts minus payments. Okay, so yeah, let's look at this. The provision balance in the bank account in the general ledger on 31 July 2023 is the provisional balance in the bank account in the ledger. The provisional balance in the bank account in the general ledger on 31 July 2023 is 16,000. Sorry, it's 16,555. Sorry, which is a debit balance before taking items below into consideration. So it was before taking items below into consideration. If it was the total one, you could have used it as balance as per bank statement, but there are still few adjustments that need to be done. So we are going to take it as that is 2.1. So we have we have 16,000. We have 16,555. And then let's look at the items that needs to be taken into consideration in order to calculate the correct bank balance. The following items appeared on July 2023 bank statement, but not in the cash journals for July. So these following items only appeared on the July 2023 bank statement, but not on the cash journals. So we need to, that's where these ones have to go in the cash journals. Now let's see. An outstanding deposit. We have an outstanding deposit of 13,000. 13,700 rand. So that is outstanding deposit. So they did not appear on the bank. They appeared on the bank statement, but not on the cash receipt journal and cash payment journal. So we know outstanding deposit needs to go to the BRS, and then if FET of 13,403 appeared, it's 1343 appeared on the July bank statement as 2,480. The amount on the statement is correct. So let's look. We had outstanding deposit on last year's bank reconciliation statement. So the 13,700 didn't appear on the bank statement. Can you see that? The 13,700 last month, it was an outstanding deposit, which means it did not appear on the bank statement, but it appeared on the cash receipts journal. So now they are saying that an outstanding deposit, the following items appeared on the July 2023 bank statement. So it is no longer an outstanding deposit, that 13,700 rand. It has now appeared in the bank statement, so it is no longer an outstanding deposit. If it was not appearing, we would still write it as an outstanding deposit. So the EFT of 1343 appeared on the July bank statement. Here is it. It's a question mark. We're not given there, but you can look for that amount when you say the credit side 13,700 plus 29,415. You get 43,115. Then you subtract the 35,380, and then you subtract the 4,895. So you get 2,850 for that question mark of number 1343. So here they said it appeared on the July statement as 2,408. The amount on the statement is the one that is correct, not the one that we have written as outstanding deposit. Okay, so let's check. EFT number 1349 for 4,895. It appeared on the bank statement. Let's see. yeah, it was here, so now it appears it's no longer an outstanding deposit. So so the difference between this check 1343, it appeared on the bank statement as 2,408, but the amount on the statement is correct. So we are going to subtract it. We will subtract it's 2,800, right? We found it as 200. This balancing, this amount that we found as a question mark, we will minus the 2,480, and then that will give us 360. So we will add it to the bank statement, not bank statement, the bank account. Okay, that was we were paying, right? We were paying, so we need to take it back. We paid more than we were supposed to pay. Mr. M Bank, yeah, the EFT of, yeah, it appears, so we don't do anything about that. 4,895. It shows that last month it did not appear on the bank statement, but it does now. So Mr. M Bank's data deposited 5,850 directly into the business bank account. So we are going to add that 5,850 was deposited into the bank account in settlement of his debt of 6,000 rand. And then interest on an unfavorable balance. There is an interest of an unfavorable balance of 3,800. So this is the ones that we are adding, guys, they are that we are adding to the bank, they are supposed to be under cash receipt journal. Okay, so everything that is supposed to be recorded in the cash receipt journal we add, and everything that's supposed to be added in the cash payment journal we subtract. So that is the bank balance. So it does not appear, it only appears on the bank statement, but it does not appear in the journals. So we will add whatever that appears in the cash receipt journal and subtract whatever that goes in the cash payment journal, because as I've shown you, that bank balance, we say balance at the beginning minus balance at the beginning plus receipts minus payments. This one, it says we are given 16,555, but certain things were not taken into consideration, so we cannot just take it as the final bank balance. All right, so we will subtract the expenses. So we'll subtract 385. Yes, and then service fee and other bank charges totaled 1,420. We'll subtract that. Subtract 1,400. It's 1,420. Yes. And then credit card sales to customers totaling 9,630. So that was a credit card sale from the customer. So that will be plus 9,600 rand. And then we have here that a debit order of 6,400 for insurance, and 1,400 of this is for the owner's personal vehicle. So we are going to subtract them both. The 6,400 and the 1,150 is for the owner, but the business pays for it. So so it comes from the bank of the business, and then you're going to subtract as well the 1,150, and then let's check. A cash withdrawal from the business bank account for 1,150. Yes, we will subtract that. This one has been subtracted. Oh, that one for the personal use, the 1,400, we will not subtract it. We'll just subtract the 6,400 rand. A credit entry of 6,500 rand. When PV stores queried this with the bank, it was discovered that this was deposited in error. The reverse for this entry will appear on the August 2023 statement. So that one was just an error, and the error of a bank will be corrected in the bank reconciliation statement. So you have to get a total of that. When you want to get an accurate answer, add all the positive ones, okay, and subtract the negative ones so that you can get 23,040. So this is 2.1. This is how you do 2.1. The following items recorded in the cash journal for July did not appear on the bank statement. The closing balance of the bank statement, okay, those ones we will do, but everything has been accounted for here. So there is what appears on the memo. And then we'll just do the bank reconciliation. So here we have the bank reconciliation statement. So let's look at this error here where you see the credit entry. It was a credit entry of 6,500. When PV stores sent in a query about this with the bank, it was discovered that this was deposited in error. So it was a credit. When we correct it, we debit it. If they say it was debited, when we correct it on the bank reconciliation statement, we credit it. Okay, so every error made by the bank is corrected in the bank reconciliation statement. So the following items recorded in the cash journal for July 2023 did not appear on the July 2023 bank statement. So we have an outstanding deposit of 19,700 rand. Outstanding deposits are cash items that appear in the cash receipts journal but do not appear in the bank statement. And then the outstanding checks are checks that appear in the cash payment journal but not in the bank statement. So we have that 8,550 as an outstanding check. So we were not given balance as per bank statement, the closing bank balance. We were not given it. And then balance as per bank account, that one at the bottom is the one that we just calculated on top. So you just know that with that one, you take opening balance, you subtract, you add receipts, total receipts, and minus total payments. And then we are not given that one at the top there, which is written operation in yellow. So we have to balance this out. So you're going to take the 8,560 plus the 6,500 rand plus the 23,040. You get 38,100, which is the balancing figure. And then you subtract the 19,700, which will get you 18,400 rand. So you must balance it out. Even if it's wrong, you are going to get 1 mark for that. So it's very, very important. I hope you understand. Leave your questions in the description box, in the comment section, and then let me know if you want more videos. Okay, just let me know, and I am here to help you. I'm here at your service. Yeah, so the next video will be a day after tomorrow. Yeah, this one, I am posting it today. So the day after tomorrow, I will be doing the I will post the video for the next 2 questions. I don't want this video to be long. So thank you guys for watching. Come back the day after tomorrow for the next video. If you are watching later on, after the videos have both been posted, it's part of a playlist. So after this one, automatically you will go to the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next one.